Hello, my friend. My name is Tessa, tessafyffe. I help you thrive with your hidden disability without the pain of settling for less than you deserve. On this video, have you ever thought, I would really like to properly understand what my gifts are? What are my gifts? How do I get to start figuring all of that out, If that's a question that you often have for yourself, or maybe you think, I don't know what my gifts are, or it was so long ago when I actually asked myself that question, well then this video is for you. I've entitled it, Who Else Wants to Discover Their Gifts? 5 Ways. Who else wants to discover your gifts? 5 ways. Now you might be thinking, well, why is it important? What's the big deal? Well, I really think that it's very important for a few reasons. You get to know yourself better. You get to know the authentic you, the real you. And when you know yourself better and you're living intentionally, it can be a much more fulfilled life and it can lead to more happiness. Who doesn't want to cultivate happiness? I certainly do. But also, my friend, there's another importance, because it then means that you can help other people. You can better bring value, bringing the best of yourself to help other people, perhaps helping others to discover their gifts. So the ripple effects, my friend, are massive, okay? So what I've done is I have devised 5 steps, 5 questions, 5 stepping stones, 5 ways to help you along this journey, helping you to discover your gifts. Are you with me? Okay, let's get started. Number 1, reflect on and review your passions and your interests. Reflect on and review your passions and your interests. What do I mean by that? Well, when was the last time you actually really gave it some thought? What am I into? What am I about? It's nice to be able to explore those activities that you do that actually, when you're doing them, you lose track of time. Do you know what I mean? It's quite interesting, and that can be quite telling. But thinking about what you love, what gets you fired up? What gives that fire in your belly? What do you have on your heart? What do you really enjoy? There may be things that you have a particular interest in. Sometimes it helps, believe it or not, when you look at the opposite and you think of, well, what are those things that really get under my skin? What are those things that I just have to do something about? I feel compelled to do something about. So looking at your passions, those activities that you just do and you lose track of time. Also, think about back to when you were younger, when you were a child, yeah? What were those things that you really enjoyed doing? What were those things that you had an interest in? That can be very telling as well. Okay, are you with me? Number 2, pay attention to the feedback that you get from other people, right? Pay attention to the feedback you get from other people. When you speak to those people who know you, those people who are important to you in your life, it may be family, it may be chosen family, it may be friends. What do they say about what your strengths are? What do they say about your character or your personality? Look out for the patterns, because sometimes there are some patterns forming that maybe, you notice and you think, that's something for me to think about, that's something for me to take away. Also, it's not everybody that you're going to ask this question of. We all have those people in our lives, don't we, who want to draw us into their sort of miserable pit of one, making it a miserable pit of 2, especially when they know that you're trying to do something to better yourself, to improve yourself. So those are not the people I want you to speak to, my friend. The people who care about you, they want what's best for you, they are encouragers in your life, yeah? Also, sometimes it's quite interesting when you think about people that you don't necessarily know that well, or who you wouldn't include in your inner circle, what comments they say about you. I once had a lady who I used to work with, and because I had an interest in health, I was passionate about health, I was always finding out new things, you know, and then I would share them. And she made a comment about, well, oh, I'd love to just have a Tessa in my pocket with me all the time. And I sort of sat with that and thought about it, and I had already started this journey that I'm on now. And so I felt that that was a little bit of corroboration in terms of what I had to offer, what my strengths could be. So think about it. There might be things that people say to you by way of a compliment or a well-meaning comment that is a bit of corroboration. You think, oh, well, I'm kind of leaning into that. I'm kind of doing more of that. So there we go. Something else to think about. Number 3, I want you to identify your unique skills and talents. Identify your unique skills and talents. So what does this mean? It means it's time to do some work. Sit down and get a piece of paper and a pen, or your journal, or wherever you write, and make a list, yeah? List all of those skills that you believe you have, particularly those that come naturally to you, yeah? Those skills that perhaps you don't find that hard, and you can just do them, yeah? Think about it, and your talents as well. Maybe you can transform into the best Santa Claus ever in the whole world. Maybe it's something numerical, you're great with numbers. Maybe, you know, the list is endless. So have some time to think about it and write it down, make a list. And it's fun, I promise you. And then the second part to that is look and see where any of the skills and talents on that list kind of match up or align with your passions and your interests that you'd already thought about, yeah? Because it could be quite interesting where you start to see some patterns arising out of that comparison. Are you with me? Okay, we're nearly there. Number 4, I want you to be open to exploring new experiences. Be open to exploring new experiences. Now, your life is this wonderful journey of adventure, yes? Your wonderful journey of adventure. It's not a one-day wonder, it's not a one-hit wonder. So I want you to be thinking about how you can be more open to experiencing the new, trying out new things, new experiences. And also part of that is giving yourself the task to gently but regularly push against the temporary walls of the room, otherwise known as your comfort zone, yeah? Because that's how we grow, and we want to be growing. If you're not growing, then as nature tells us, if you're not growing, then you're dying, okay? So think about that. And the last one, number 5, getting into the practice of self-reflection and also meditation. Getting into the practice of self-reflection and also meditation. Now, journaling is a brilliant way of getting more closely connected to your inner self, yeah? It can really bring up a lot of things. It can help you see patterns again in how you react to certain things. But when you apply journaling to this exercise of understanding better who you are, what you're about, what you enjoy, it can be really very revealing. And reflecting on moments that happened when you felt so alive, you were full of aliveness, and you found so fulfilling, yeah? That would be really great for you to do. And the meditation, I mean, some people prefer mindfulness, but that element is about just cutting out the noise and sitting with yourself and seeing what comes out of that time. Even if it's just 10 minutes, my friend, it'll probably be quite illuminating what comes out of that time. There we go, boom. So comment down below, let me know what was your number one takeaway. Comment down below, let me know what was your number one takeaway. Now, my new book is coming out soon. I'm working towards the spring of this year. So comment down below or leave your name if you want to know a bit more or you want to go on the wait list. There will be a link soon. Really excited to be able to serve you with that content. My name is Tessa, Tessafyffe. I'm sending you my light and my love, and I will see you on the next